At number 1, and this goes kinda without saying, the one and only Call of Duty you know and love, and now just on your mobile devices. See, Call of Duty Mobile actually comes with some really classic multiplayer modes such as Team Deathmatch, Domination, Raids, you name it. And that is on top of a 100-player Battle Royale mode. This game is probably the most, if not the best, first and also sometimes third-person shooter you can play on mobile devices. Take a look.
Download free now.
Hey, can you hear me?
What the hell was that?
Coming up behind that, it is Dead Effect 2, a game that technically looks to push the boundaries of mobile gaming to another level according to developers, as well as a console-quality action science fiction shooting game with RPG elements. Now, this has got some improvement, it definitely got some improvement over the first game, plus it's just free, which is kind of mind-blowing considering how good this game is. The graphics of which, though, make you sometimes feel like you're actually playing a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox 360 game or something. Check it out, this game's taking you about 1.5 gigabytes of space, in case you're interested. At number 3, we have Modern Combat 5. Technically an original mobile first-person shooting game where you can choose from more than 10 different classes and jump online and play with friends. This is a pretty good game overall. One problem, it's got the occasional forced ads, but other than that, it's a pretty solid game. It feels like you're actually playing a Call of Duty game at times. The graphics are pretty smooth and the gameplay too. It's a lot of fun and a lot of challenges to dig into. Take a look.
Daddy?
Hey, Pumpkin. Look, I've just, had a little trouble with the truck, so, I'm gonna be a little late.
Up next, we have technically, well, the sequel to the hit zombie action game Into the Dead, a game with over 70 million downloads to date. This is, for those of you unfamiliar, Into the Dead 2, once again set in a world where no one is just safe, and the question is how far will you go to make it out alive. I can tell you from experience this game is pretty good. You can play this even offline, which is a blessing. The story is great, the weapons are good too, costs a bit of money though, but nothing you actually wouldn't want to pay for. It's great content and great replay value as well. Only problem, it'll take you about 1.7 gigabytes of space.
One by one, oh, one by one, burning down the barrel of my gun.
At number 5, we have Critical Ops, technically a co-op first-person shooter designed exclusively for mobile devices, as a tactical skill-based game and a beautifully crafted first-person shooter, to say the least. Now, Critical Ops has definitely got great graphics, but at the same time, it actually works pretty good for the low-end phones too. In terms of content, it's got a lot of different guns, maps, skins, pretty much what a good online game really needs to keep you around for weeks, if not months. Take a look. Coming up behind that, it's New State Mobile, or technically just PUBG for those of you new, an online battle royale game by Krafton. A great game, simply, with some really good graphics, great controls on top of a legit story mode. Not to mention the Unreal Engine that was used here actually makes for a very smooth and responsive gameplay. If you like battle royale games, this is all in all at least a 4.5 out of 5, and all I could say is lacking is just a tiny bit more content, especially maps. A multiplayer first-person shooter and one set in a cyberpunk setting. See, that is basically what the description reads for Infinity Ops over here. Well, technically, you see, this game is actually very similar to Titanfall. It's a very good game, if I say so myself. Pretty fun, exciting, as well as with great graphics. Not too many ads either, or at all, you could actually say, if that is something you'd always consider. And overall, I'd like to mention the controls are intuitive and the gameplay is actually really fun. Take a look. Whether you are a tactical professional or just simply enjoy the tactical aesthetic of a shooting game, Combat Master over here actually provides you with a hefty amount of content, quality, and innovation in terms of actual gameplay, if that is what you're looking for though. Combat Master is kind of a Call of Duty copycat, but not a ripoff in any way, and probably one of the best games you can play offline too. Here's a trailer. Honestly, there's really nothing much I would like to say about this specific game. It's a really good one. Take a look. Standoff 2, on the other hand, as well, first of all, just a pretty good sequel to its original game that specifically explores the first-person shooting formula. Now, this is for those of you new, typically a CSGO alternative for mobile devices with a pretty good server. Now, I do recommend this one to any mobile FPS fan out there. Why? Well, simply because this game is just absolutely amazing in a lot of ways. The graphics are pretty good and decent, the weapon choices are great. Besides, this game is like literally bug-free, so keep it in mind.
Get down!
Moving on, we've got, well, Guns of Boom Online. See, this is probably one of the best multiplayer games to have hit the App Store for the past few years. See, Guns of Boom is technically a competitive first-person shooter with a pretty heavy focus on realistic graphics and some innovative gameplay, pretty much utilizing different tactics and fast-paced matches that take up to, well, 5 minutes tops. It does have pay-to-win elements too, but nonetheless a damn fine-tuned game in a lot of ways. Check it out.
Welcome to Montenegro, 47. Your primary target is Marcus Krug.
Step into the shoes of Agent 47 in Hitman Sniper and play the best sniper shooting game on mobile devices. Well, technically not so much, that is just what developers of this game were aiming for with this game basically, but a damn good game nonetheless, with really good graphics and good mechanics. It isn't easy to pick up and play. It's the kind of game that passes the time for sure, and if you're a long-time fan of the Hitman series like me, well, this could be the one for you. It's a pretty fun game, could definitely use more content, and it's, well, I would give it a 4 out of 5.
Confirming high-profile kill. Another perfect assignment, 47. The money has been wired to your account. Good work.
A couple of years ago, just to celebrate Doom's 25th anniversary, folks at Bethesda, just in case you missed out, actually decided to re-release Doom 2, the beloved sequel to the groundbreaking Doom 1993, with all the fast-paced actions you'd come to expect from the series. This game is now available on the Google Play Store and the App Store as well for the price of only $5, and it is probably one of the most fine-tuned makeovers that you're gonna have hands on for a while. Take a look.
Captain, we've lost contact with our vessel. An unknown entity has taken control, and we need you to take it back.
And last but not least, well, we're gonna give it to Nova Legacy, technically an offline but an online tactical competitive shooter. A pretty good game, except the campaign is just a bit short. This game is pretty similar to Halo. In case you're interested, it works fine with controllers. The multiplayer is good, not much of a pay to win either, only I would say it could just use some more content. Take a look.